Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian and I am the horror show host. And today I'm going to do a new segment on this channel. This will probably be the first episode of it. This is a new segment I would like to call something, I don't know. But I figured I'd do a review on films I see for the first time, or second time. But that's only if the film is so hard to decipher on your first time watch. So, we'll just keep it at that for now. But as you can see in the background, I have Luigi Montefiore, or George Eastman, eating his own guts on that plushie, as well as the Anthropophagus beast outer sleeve of the absurd Anthropophagus double feature box set, as well as the two pins underneath. I don't know if you can see that, but actually, funny story about those pins. I had the one where George Eastman ate his own guts, and I wore it to work, and I didn't lose it. I was so happy by the end of the day. But that was for Halloween, so I was like, yeah, I'll put that on there, see how many reactions I get. I got none. Probably because it left them speechless. But yeah, those two hints right there. I just watched Anthropophagus for the first time. And holy crap. Anthropophagus follows a group of, I don't know, friends on vacation, and they're about to take their boat out to the ocean when a girl asks them if she can tag along, she has to stop at an island to stay there with a couple and watch over their daughter. It's kind of weird. But nevertheless, she goes along with them, they all go to the island, and it's so beautiful they all decide to stay and check it out. But there's a monster on the island. Not in the traditional sense, a human cannibal, who's also deformed. Anyway, this is from Severin Films, and it looks great. I've wanted to see this film for years. Now I finally got the chance to. I've had this in my collection for a while, had that plushie and those other things there for a while. Never got around to watching the movie. And I'm disappointed in myself. I heard it was kind of slow and boring. I didn't think that at all. Rather the opposite. It was really suspenseful and atmospheric. It was very gothic in some scenes, which I was not expecting. There's these tall manors, like buildings, that just were captivating. The whole backstory reveal about why this guy's a cannibal and what he did to the people that were in his family is shocking. You don't expect it. And when well, you do, but you don't expect how it happened. I'm not going to spoil it. Let's just say being stranded at sea will eat you up. I don't know why my lip goes up every time I wink. It's kind of weird. Probably because I'm fat. Anyway, this movie, it's a gore fest for the most part. There are some deaths that are, well, most of the deaths are pretty gruesome. There's a meat cleaver to the head, what else is there? There's some throat ripping, like munching on their throats and ripping them out. I'm trying to save the best scenes for last because they're shocking. There's also some, what else is there? There's blood, lots of blood, and a face that I guess were mangled while being pulled through a roof, which was a shocking death because I didn't expect it. So these two people that are interested in each other are going to make it out, and they're going to bring the girl along with... Oh my god! What are they doing to the girl? And what's funny about that... It's not funny, but she's blind. She never saw it coming. But she actually plays being blind pretty well. She has that transfixed stare. She's not really looking at anything, she's just looking straight ahead. And when she walks up the stairs, she kind of stumbles. It's realistic. And this film is just brutal. There's a scene, well, they're both very infamous. So you might want to not eat right now. There's a scene where a pregnant woman, is choked to death, and then the cannibal human monster rips her fetus out and eats it, which was actually a skinned rabbit, which is still disgusting. The baby wasn't a skinned rabbit; it was just the fetus prop. as you could so call it, a prop. That's messed up. But when I saw it, I was my honest to God reaction was, well, there's some Italian cheese. It's so over. Don't mind my bed. I was actually cleaning my room while watching this movie, and I have a whole bunch of my bed right now, and had to kind of work around it. But this film just was cheesiness and just so over the top, because that scene alone, I had heard about the ending, I had heard about the scene, but seeing it in context while the story flows along is just brutal. But for some reason, it's hard to look away. Especially with the next scene that I'm going to talk about, where you think the cannibal, who's played by George Eastman, as I mentioned it before, well, his real name is Luigi Montefiore, he's about to get the main actress, who's played by Tisa Farrow. She was the main actress in Zombie, which was really a great movie. She's about to get it. And this cannibal is about to rip her apart. He gets a pickaxe to the stomach. And you think, oh, that's it. He's gonna fall down and die. Oh, some of his guts are coming out. That's a nice touch, but it's not really anything to... Oh my god, what is he eating? His guts! He ate his guts! What? What? I mean, I knew it was coming, but even when it happened, you could see when he bit into it, they were real intestines. You could tell he was like, damn, this is gross! He was like shaking. It was... I think, because the camera tilts or shakes a little bit, you can tell they were trying to be like, okay, shake the camera just a little bit because he's getting kind of sick, and you can tell. You want to make it look like he's very into it, but he's actually just disgusted. And, holy mother of God. The music in this movie is really good. I wish this came with a soundtrack like with some of the other 7 releases, but instead it only came with Absurd on Blu-ray as well, which I'll take a look at probably next. And that's a good choice. I mean, I love the music, but doesn't mean they can ever release the soundtrack, so there's that. But I think the music was very appropriate in several scenes. Very church organ orientated, like dun 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 dun. Imagine that as a church organ, I guess. So this film, it's a kind of Mr. Up. Oh man, this film is just crazy. I think if you are really out of the Italian scene, this probably shouldn't be your first watch. I'd recommend actually Zombie as your first Italian zombie movie to watch, or Italian horror movie, because that gets you into the spirit. Unless you really want an artsy one, then maybe Suspiria, but this is grindhouse, grotesque ghoulishness. And it also made the Video Nasty list, which was a list of films, I think it was made in the UK, that were banned. There's like over 50 or 100 of them. Somewhere in there. And this was one of them. Some of the films on the list aren't actually even that bad, it's just the title or the concept is old enough to make people go, no, that's not going to be in our country. Oh man, this movie is just, it's excellent. It's balls out excellent. And I think, like, I would recommend it if you're really into the Italian genre. If you haven't seen it, and if you have, put it on again, because it's a hell of a watch. And part of this segment is the fact that this is just my initial thoughts. I don't have my review written. I don't have anything done yet. It's right after I watched the movie. Here are my thoughts. And I looked at my shelf for maybe 20 minutes. I was like, oh, what movie should I pick to do first? I mean, this might not even be the first one. It could be later. But this is the first one I've actually ever recorded. Not the first one I've uploaded. Unless that changes and it actually is. If you have a strong stomach, and you just don't mind films like, let's say, Zombie, maybe even Cannibal Holocaust, to a lesser extent. Maybe not. I'd say it's up there with Cannibal Holocaust in terms of shock value, but in terms of actual gore, this is where it's at compared to Cannibal Holocaust. But I think Zombie is much bloodier. Cannibal Holocaust, I'm going to get into that at some point, but it's not as gory as people make it out to be. It's way more shocking than it is gory. So, let's get back to Anthropophagus, this 1980 little slasher. What a beast. Directed by Jody Amato, who I think also directed Cannibal Ferox, I'm pretty sure. I was actually going to have that be the first one of this series. I did watch some of the special features on this. Well, one of them. It was actually one I was very interested in checking out. I haven't seen what Luigi Montefiore looks like now. I didn't even know. I knew what he looked like back in the 70s and 80s, and he looked awesome. He's also a very tall man. A very tall dude. And he looks like kind of what I thought he would look like. Not really. I thought he would have longer hair, to be honest. But he said this film was crap. He actually worked with Jody Amato, I think, with him. I was watching it with subtitles because he's Italian. He only speaks Italian. That he got this job because he worked with them before, and the script they had for this film was utter crap, and he made it better. But then he called the film crap. So I don't know what his deal is with these movies. I know he doesn't like a lot of the movies he did, if any. He discusses how Tissaferro came to the land of Italy because she was with her boyfriend, and I think he was also in this film. And the blind girl went on to have a successful writing career. So that was really nice. I want to check out the rest of the special features, which include the man who killed Anthropophagus, interview with actor, who was really her boyfriend, Savrio Vallone, who is Tissaferro's boyfriend at that time, I think. Cannibal Frenzy, interview with FX artist Pietro Tanaglio. Brother and sister in editing, interview with editor Bruno Mitchell. I thought I was going to say Bruno Mattei, and I was like, wait a minute, he's been dead for a while. Inside Zora's Mouth, interview with actress Zora Karova, and the trailers. It's pretty filled. And just in case you were wondering, this is the back cover. If you can see that, great. If you can't, I can probably try to fix the exposure in this shot. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I want to say more, I really, really do. But at that point, I'd be rambling. Because I've talked about the story, which is absurd in its own right. Like, why would this girl go to see a couple of friends who are just going to ditch her and leave her with their child? And, and why are these people so willing to have this girl come along with them? They have no idea who she is. Well, this is in the age before cell phones, because they didn't get to even call their friend in advance to tell them, hey, this girl's coming with us. No, they're like, he'll be fine with it. It goes to show, just in case you didn't know already, that if you don't have any worries in the world, if you're carefree, a cannibal freak will come for you and eat your baby. Thank you all for watching, and I'm Brian Gatto, the Horror Show host. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Also, let me know if you have seen this movie and what you thought about it, and if you haven't seen it, let me know why you're hesitant. And if you've even heard about this movie. And let me know what you think about this segment that I'm doing now. It will have my initial thoughts for newer movies out a lot quicker than having to wait for me to write a review and edit and everything. It cuts out the middleman. Also, like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon, where even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Plus, you'll get access to body counts and other music videos that you can't get on YouTube because of copyright and age restriction. Also, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, subscribe.